Hi, I'm Patty. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we're gonna talk about addiction. Yes, you heard me right. I feel very addicted to sugar. It came and went, kind of, I think. But lately I just been feeling terrible. And I know it's because I've been eating more and more sugar lately. And what I'm feeling right now is that my energy level has spikes. I'm either way too tired or I'm hyped. And when I'm too tired, I feel like eating a snack, and that snack usually has sugar. So I decided to go 10 days without sugar, and this is not all types of sugar. It's 10 days without added sugar. No putting sugar on coffee. Who does that? No putting sugar on tea, no eating chocolate or candy, stuff like that. No cakes, no cookies. And I feel like lately I eat a lot of all of those things. And why am I doing this? What am I gonna eat all week? It's not even a week, it's 10 days. Today is day 1. The only challenge that I feel is like I'm hungry and I don't know what to eat. And when I go to grab something to eat, I have to make sure it has no sugar. So I have to go on the ingredient list and see if it has sugar or not. I will come back when the withdrawal starts because it's gonna happen. I'm gonna be craving sugar and I'm gonna feel bad. Just wait and see. It's day 2, no sugar, and I honestly didn't think I was gonna record an update so early, but I already encountered some problems. So yesterday, the first day with no sugar, yesterday was my boyfriend's mom's birthday, and she invited us for dinner. Obviously, he doesn't say no, so we went to dinner. And then I had to look at the really good-looking chocolate cake, unable to eat. The other thing that I encountered was, this happened to me twice. Last night, I couldn't sleep. It happens sometimes. So I got up for like a midnight snack, and those have sugar. That has sugar. Well, that's definitely sugar. What can I eat? My muesli, oats, nuts. So I decided to boil eggs at 2 in the morning. Best snack. I finished eating 2 boiled eggs and went to sleep, and that kind of happened again when I came home from work now, and I just came home and I was hungry and I was like, I just want a fast snack, and there's nothing. Well, actually I had some of the cereal with my almond milk, which by the way has no added sugar either, which is awesome. The last thing I was thinking about today is I might not have withdrawn symptoms. I'm still eating natural sugars, so I still eat fruit and vegetables and all those natural sugars. I'm just cutting on all added sugars and like stuff like cakes, snacks like crisps. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna have any kind of withdrawal symptoms. We'll see. I wanted to also talk about how sugar works as something that is addictive. And I realized this when my boss yesterday told me that we had to start going to work at the company every day. It was like the norm now is to work at the company and not work at home. And I just felt so depressed because I don't sleep well. I don't know why. I don't sleep well when I have to go to the company. And when I feel sad or depressed or stressed, I tend to eat. And I tend to eat a lot of sugar. I tend to eat a lot of crisps or popcorn or whatever. I just need something sweet. And what happens is you eat sugar and you feel happy and you feel like you have energy. The moment you stop eating, you feel bad again. And that's the worst of sugar. If you look at a graph on how happy or sad sugar makes you, you will see that eating sugar will give you a momentary happiness, and then I think you even go below what you were feeling before. And that's totally not okay, because then you have these really high hyped and the really low points. And that's one of the reasons I really wanted to do this no sugar for 10 days. And I hope it will help me with the energy spikes, because I was feeling them a lot. That's all I have to say for today. It's already getting too long and I don't want this to be too boring. I will see you guys whenever I feel like I need to update you guys on this. Hello! Today is day 6, and since we've passed halfway through our no sugar challenge, I thought I should come here and tell you guys how is it going and that I accidentally had sugar yesterday. Yes, kind of failed it. What you gonna do? So yesterday, my boyfriend wanted to order Burger King, and on my order, I removed all sauces. I didn't eat ketchup on my fries. I asked for water, and I thought, okay, I should be fine. There's no more sugar, but the burger bread has sugar on it. But I googled it, and I think it's only 3 or 4. So it's not any dramatic amount of sugar. So since halfway has passed, I thought I could do a week review, and some important factors for me would be how I'm sleeping, how hungry I am, and how tired I am throughout the day. I have how much I slept all week. Ever since Monday, I have an average of 7 hours of sleep this week. I honestly don't know how. On Monday, so Sunday to Monday, I slept almost 9 hours. How did I sleep so much? And I worked from home, and I had a normal day. To be honest, nothing really changed. Moving on. On Tuesday, I slept 3 hours, and I was pretty tired throughout the day, and I had to go to work, so it was extra stress on me. But on the overall, the day went pretty well. Wednesday, I slept almost 8 hours, and I was a lot more tired on Wednesday. I don't know if it's because I started having less sugar and it's the third day. I was a lot more tired on Wednesday, and I started getting energies around after lunchtime, more or less. And now on Thursday, I was dead. I was almost not productive at work all day. I was super sleepy. After lunch, I even put my head down on my desk. My boss even asked me if I was feeling okay. I was just so tired and sleepy. On Tuesday, I slept almost 7 hours and a half. So I didn't get less sleep. I might have gotten less quality sleep, but I was super tired and super sleepy, and it was just a terrible day. Thursday was so bad that after dinner, usually me and my boyfriend watch an episode of something. After dinner, I was just like on the couch, and I thought to myself, I'm just gonna stay here for 5 minutes. I knocked out. I fell asleep on the couch, and on that day, I slept 9 hours. So if you count the time on the couch, I probably slept 10 hours on that day. On Friday, I felt fantastic. I don't know if it was because I slept more. I don't know if it was because on Friday I was able to work from home. I was on fire. Like, I was super productive. I was really happy and full of energy for the full day. It was not even I was full of energy in the morning or in the afternoon. I had energy throughout the day. So there's like 2, maybe 3 factors that we have to put in. Not only I'm doing the sugar cut, I also drink coffee when I'm at home, and I don't drink coffee when I'm at work. And I have my anxiety problems, and I have to take my medication when I go to work, and that doesn't happen when I stay home. So I don't know if those affect the overall how my days go, but that's how my week went. Now, let's talk about sleep. My meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, especially lunch and dinner, did not change this week because I cook everything. Every time a recipe had sugar in it, I simply not added the sugar. Or like I had okonomiyaki this week, and the sauce for okonomiyaki has ketchup and other sauces that have sugar. I just ate it without any sauce. So my meals have been pretty much okay. My only source of sugar, if you don't think about the natural sugars, because everything has sugar in it, but if you don't count that, my only source of sugar has been fruit. And I eat on average 1 piece of fruit. I know everyone says that you should eat 3 pieces of fruit every day. My average is 1 at breakfast. Sometimes I have a smoothie in the afternoon, and that can count maybe as a second or maybe even third pieces because I add a lot of fruit in my smoothies. But that has been my only source of sugar this past week. And I know the challenge isn't over yet, and we're only halfway there. But even after this challenge, I want to keep this as much as I can, because if my energy levels are going to stay as it was today and yesterday, then not having as much sugar is great. So since my meals are pretty much the same, but the biggest problem is snacking. What I've to be snacking on. Almonds, hazelnuts are my go-to when I'm hungry, and it's really hard for me to eat anything else because everything takes sugar. This week I also had pancakes made with oats, banana, and almond milk. They were okay. It was not your normal pancake, but they were fine. I tried to make a mug cake without sugar, and it basically had egg, peanut butter, and flour. So it was like a peanut cake. It was decent. None of these give that satisfaction of when you eat something sweet, but they're pretty good snack. I also want to snack on this following week on some vegetables like bell peppers and carrots with hummus because I like that. Today I actually went to do the quick grocery and I got some crackers and some crisps that have no added sugar. So I'll see you guys on day 10 for my final update. See you. It is day 10. It's finally been 10 days, and my final main thought is it wasn't that hard. I did not feel any negative sides. Remember those first days when I was super tired in the morning and everything? That stopped. That completely stopped. So the last 5 days, I cut even fruits. So besides the added sugars that I was already not eating, I cut fruits too. And I was like, maybe not eating fruit will give me those withdrawal symptoms and whatever. But no, I'm fine. I'm completely fine. If you saw last week's video where I showed you what we eat at St. John or San João, you saw that I was tested. I had all of those desserts in front of me and I didn't eat any of them. I was very firm on myself and told myself, you shall not eat any sugar for these 10 days. So, final thoughts are, I believe my energy levels improved tremendously. Like, it was awesome. Now I still have problems waking up. I'm not sure if that's ever gonna go away because of how my sleep schedule is, but I get to work and I'm not super tired. I'm not super sleepy. I managed to be productive through the whole day. I didn't have any spikes of energy. There was no roller coaster of energy. I just had good energy in the morning, good energy in the afternoon, and I was normal tired by the end of the day. So I think it was a great success. Not eating sugar for 10 days worked perfectly. I did not have any withdrawal symptoms. I didn't crave immensely sugars. Sometimes I would go to the kitchen and I would be like, I kind of wish I could have a cookie or something, but I stood my ground and I did not. I bought snacks that I could actually eat so I wouldn't feel sad that I didn't have anything to snack on. Now the question is, will I continue not eating sugar? And the answer is, I want to eat less sugar. Now that I know that I can do well without sugar, I will keep it for the special occasions. I will try not to be as strict as I was until today because it is kind of hard. Let me give you an example. I like cooking noodles and making noodles stir fry, and some noodles have sugar in the ingredients. So maybe I will not count that as a strict no, or stuff like maybe cereal bars that have sugar in the ingredients. I don't know, I'm gonna try not to be as strict, but the things that have a lot of sugar, like cakes or cookies or stuff like that, I will limit them at the max. Maybe have a dessert once per week, or maybe have sugary cake or something every 2 weeks. So I want to control my sugars a lot more without being super restrictive for my meals. If you're someone that has those high and lows and want to get a hold of your energy levels, I would advise you to try and cut on sugar and see if it helps you, because it did help me get my energy levels back and honestly some motivation, because now I feel like I have what it takes to do my job, my hobbies, and whatever, and I feel better about it. There was one thing that I thought it was kind of hard for this challenge, and it was finding snacks that I could eat. I had to look for bread or crackers or cookies or snacks that said that they didn't have any added sugars. And one, they are more expensive than just normal bread, and two, they're kind of hard to find. So maybe from here on forward, I will probably try to make my own snacks. But even with not having sugar, I did not pride myself or certain meals. If you saw my video of me making pizza, if you didn't, I'll leave it here. But on Sundays, me and my boyfriend have pizza night. And I did not want to break that tradition just because I'm cutting on sugar. But I know that if we ordered pizza, it's gonna have sugar. If we buy frozen pizza, it's gonna have sugar. So I made my own from scratch. And I didn't add sugar to it. So it's not as hard as it looks to cut on sugar. It's possible, it's doable. All it requires is you to want it and a little bit of effort, and you can do it. So if you're thinking about doing this challenge, go ahead. It's not that hard. This is one of the first challenge videos that I am attempting to do, trying to get out of my comfort zone and at the same time trying to be a little healthier and bring some good habits to my life. Starting tomorrow, I will attempt to drink a gallon of water every day for a week. If there's a challenge you would like me to do, leave a comment down below and maybe I will do it. If you like this video and would like to see more videos, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media for more updates. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!